So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's the former Bear. This is David Montgomery. And right away, he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
To put it mildly, that is not the way anyone wants to start off a game. You fumble on your first offensive snap. But now what you're worried about is, does that linger throughout the game for your guys on offense? And how's the defense going to handle it? Because no one expects to run out on the field on the first play and have to all of a sudden start to play themselves.
There's no way I'm losing after that.
Williams, following the fumble recovery, he'll throw. They'll roll him out right. A little short pass. This is Everett, and he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and that will bring up 2nd down.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Set. 18 Pioneer. Come 19, come 19. Ready, ready, hut.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Goes with the out route and completes it to Swift. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
Moore, the man in motion. And he'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass.
Ooh, I need you, Roshan.
There to stop it was Carlton Davis. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
They'll fake the give. Now Williams.
Damn,
that's to Moore, and he's got it. Touchdown, Bears.
That was a dime, right? I put it by his knees.
A 16-yard touchdown. And the Bears take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Well, with this rookie QB, we talk a lot about his ball placement and how good he can be at laying it right in there. I think we just saw, Charles, though, the strength of that arm. That was an absolute rifle for the completed touchdown.
It absolutely was, and let's face it, you think he was really ready to get that first touchdown? Absolutely. He threw that pass with authority, just as you described. Big-time arm right there, and let's face it, a lot of quarterbacks used to be pitchers in baseball. The fastball was usually their best pitch, and we saw it there.
So they went for 2 and failed. They didn't use him on the PAT, but now he boots this one away with a 6-0 lead. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Charles, you got to think the #1 goal here is ball security. Remember, last drive they coughed it up. Then they allowed the touchdown, and now they're trailing on the scoreboard.
Boy, the way you described it makes me think that one actually hurt them 3 times. The fumble cost them potential points. Then they watched their opponent get a touchdown off of the fumble. And third, they lost the lead as a result. Really tough sequence right there. I don't think coaches have to remind them to hold on to the football. They've just got to find a way to get it done.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
And remember, this is a running back that fumbled on the previous drive, but fortunately for them, nothing came of it. And I think when that happens, sometimes coaches can lean a little more on forgive and forget. So he's right back out there and running again.
And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more. Now a play fake, and it's Goff.
Got it.
To the right side and intercepted. Tyreek Stevenson picks it off. And the Bears are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Well, just 2 series in here, Charles, but everything's gone to script so far. They got a touchdown on their first drive. Their defense holds, and now they've got a chance to take a 2-score lead.
And to co-sign with you.
Oh, no.
Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted.
All right, whatever.
And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
I waited too long.
Well, this is something we've seen before, partner. We've seen a defense bait a rookie, pretend to leave a window open, and then the defensive back jumped it as soon as the ball was released. Big-time play. They love taking advantage of the youngsters, and in this case, it paid off well.
In motion, the tight end. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
That was nice work there defensively to force the incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Over the middle, complete. That's Montgomery. And he's taken down inside the 30. Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. First down, here's the run with Montgomery. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Oh, I hate that shit.
6-0 our score after 1.
With the score, Bears 6, Lions nothing.
The Lions with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go. Montgomery on the counter.
Bum ass.
And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Oh.
That is caught. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. They'll run with Montgomery. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout. So as they talk it over, we step aside. They try again with Montgomery.
Oh, White cut it inside. He should have stayed going.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal.
And, Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
Montgomery will take this one in. It's a Lions touchdown.
Well, he'd been the workhorse on this drive, and it would have been unfair to bring someone else in to finish the job. So they go back to him again, and he delivers with a touchdown run.
Extra point splits the uprights, and they take the lead here at 7-6. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
To throw, Williams. He'll fire deep, looking for more. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 22-yard line.
What happens?
Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. To the air, Williams. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it's second down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Lions 17-yard line.
Looking to throw is Williams. And he'll get this into the hands of Swift once again. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. To throw, it's Williams. He'll drop this one off to Swift. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the third down conversion. Now a 2nd and 10. Williams going to look to throw again. This is caught. Touchdown Bears.
Like it was scripted.
DJ Moore with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Bears will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. So on this drive, the rookie leads him into the end zone, Charles, and that helps cancel out the points that were created on the previous drive when he threw the interception.
Yeah, let's give some credit to this rookie because instead of hanging his head after his mistake leads to a touchdown, he comes back out and he's firing and made up for it right there. A well-executed series that helps reestablish some confidence in him to run this offense.
I was going to try to cut it back inside, but it just looked like shit.
And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play there. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
Saw it all the way,
Picked
bro.
by Tarvarius Moore. And the Bears are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes.
Thank you.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Throwing is Williams. Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. A final shot before break. Williams. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. And we will not see a return of the dynamic kickoff. And the first drive of the second half will commence from the 30-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help him out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Here's Williams. That pass complete to Moore. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
From the gun, here's Williams. He's going to look deep for Moore. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
And that is not what you expect from a receiver of his caliber. Sometimes you get a little ahead of yourself. You don't look it in, and all of a sudden it's on the ground. A surprise to all.
The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They'll go. Here's Williams. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Inside the 10. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. So this whole game gets flipped on its ear right there. The interception, return for a touchdown, and this lead changes hands here in the 3rd quarter.
And it certainly felt like this defense had a read on what was going on the offensive side of the ball and said, let's cut down our coverage a little bit. Let's be in a position to make a play on the ball. And, boy, that sure turned out well for them.
And he'll get into the end zone to push the lead up to a field goal. So they make the decision. They want a 3-point lead versus a 2-point lead, and they got it.
Yeah, at this stage of the game, it seems like the exact right thing to do. Put a little pressure on your defense, but the biggest thing now is you're making the other team chase you.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And he will find his man on the outside. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 16 more on that one and another 1st down.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that?
I'm going to cook them.
Moore, the man in motion. Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now, hotly contested in the 3rd quarter. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. They go here with a former Lion. It's DeAndre Swift. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 11 more on that one and another 1st down.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 1st downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
First down, and they go with Swift again. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
Now, that was an excellent run, and when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block, but the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
So not quite a 1st and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches. And they'll run it here. And this play doesn't work at all as he's going to be marked down behind the line after the dive. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
I know they'd love to take some heat off of that young quarterback, but so far, not much in the running game, and this won't help things either. A loss on that play.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. Williams going to sneak it. And he has the 1st down before he's tackled at the 5.
It's been a good drive so far. They just wanted to keep it going, so they call low risk, low reward play. No one's worried about picking up big yardage here. Quarterback sneak, keep the chains moving, and pick up another 1st down.
And they will take a knee here. And they'll indeed take a knee. This is 3rd and goal.
Dragon 60.
Three points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They face a critical 3rd and goal now in a 1-score game.
Buffalo 18. Go. Viking 18. Ready.
They will run it with Swift here. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Well, obviously you can take the field goal here and tie it, or you can be gutsy. What are you doing?
Oh, man, come on. Let's be gutsy. Let's go get it, because to me, after this drive in this spot, a field goal feels like a disappointment. Go get it done, and let your team know you're with them.
On 4th down, here's Williams. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago.
You got it the 1st time.
DJ Moore from 3 yards out. And the Bears have taken a 4th quarter lead. Cairo Santos on to try the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game. Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Well, a dangerous return man showing it here. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. This is 1st and 10. Goff. A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here. Now it's Goff.
Ooh, that's past the pocket.
He's
man.
got this to Williams, complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Now Goff.
Yes.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Flush to his right.
No.
Got his man. It's Williams. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22.
It didn't check off every box, but the most important one. Got the clock stopped, getting out of bounds. They may be a little short of the first down, but I thought that was the key.
He's got his target. That's complete. They got exactly what they wanted there. Out route, catch, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
And I have to criticize defense here because you know the situation. You want to keep them inbounds and have the clock run. So I'm sitting on the outside portion of the field
like it at all.
and not letting them throw an out route. Throw anything inside and I'll make the tackle. An out route? That's not the way you're supposed to play it.
I'm going to pick it, bro.
Here's second down and 3. Goff now to throw. He's got it complete to Gibbs. And he's going to be knocked down hard at the end of that one. Now first and goal. They'll look to throw.
Got him.
And
Yes.
it's intercepted at the goal line.
Yes.
Picked by Tarvarius Moore, and the Bears have just about sewn
I would
up
have
this
lost that game. It would have been a waste of time, babe.
Just
All
when
this
you
would have been a
thought
waste of
this
time.
game might be turned on its ear, a late interception pretty much going to seal the deal.
Yeah, boy, talk about having your backs to the wall. This defense, they look like they were in danger of surrendering.
Bum ass.
That ultra ground move.